Hello, Sarah.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good.
And where are
Go
you
ahead.
dialing in from? Tell us again.
I am just outside of Washington, D.C.
Excellent. All right. So you're from ProvenBase, and what do you do there?
At ProvenBase, we're a diversity sourcing platform that focuses on minimizing unconscious bias as well as simplifying the know-how in identifying underrepresented candidates.
Excellent. All right. I'll put their URL in the chat there. Go ahead and share your screen, Sarah,
Okay.
and we'll start your demo. You guys are, I think you're a couple years old now. Is that correct? Or
No, actually, we're fairly new. We launched in April.
April? Okay. So
Yes.
that
So
wasn't
we are a pretty new company.
excellent.
So doing this a little bit differently, I'm actually going to take you a quick walkthrough through our platform. So on our platform, we give our users the ability to search for candidates by job description using Boolean or a bunch of smart filters.
Okay.
And we have everything from job title. I'll skip over underrepresented needs and get back to those. Mandatory skills, preferred skills. And as I first mentioned, with our core mission is unbiased hiring, or at least sourcing, I'm going to put in a title. And as I put in a job title, start off with something simple here. We automatically start identifying candidates. We bring them back on their job title. I have the ability to also add more job titles here. We suggest titles for you. You can do current job only. We have current and past jobs or last two jobs. And then I can keep adding skills. I can come in here and I can say Informatica, say OBIE. And as I'm building this out, you can see that the candidates are coming back in an unbiased manner. So we're not showing anything that would expose their gender or ethnicity at this point. No access to social links, and no, you have access to where they went to, the degree that they have, or the education level they have, but not where they went to school. And this is a simple view where you can just quickly scroll through candidates here, or we have a more detailed view available that allows you to see a lot more about a candidate. And then if you see a candidate that you really like, you can click on that and see everything we have about this candidate. And all this information is coming from multiple data sources. So we're putting it all together for you. And one of the great features about our product is with every single search, we give you the diversity analytics. So you can see the composition right away for what you're looking for. So we do it by gender, and we also do it by ethnicity. Now from here, if I see a candidate that I like or candidates that I like, I can go ahead and create a project which is equal to a requisition. I'm just going to go ahead and select these candidates quickly. I'm going to say save to project. I can select an existing project or create a new project. So I'll say BI developer. I can put a description, a job ID, and I can share it across my team. So once these candidates are saved, I'm going to go into that requisition. And here's the power where our tool comes in. We also give the diversity analytics of your actual requisition in your project. So at the top of the funnel, what does this look like? And this gives you the option to, the ability to balance the pipeline. And that could be specific to this search. And you're looking to have a balanced pipeline here in sourcing, or actually you can see who's coming through your ATS and then apply, get it more balanced that way. So from here, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to source more candidates. I can see the male to female breakdown is pretty good. But I can see over here it's not very balanced. So I'm going to come back and say source more candidates. I'm excluding candidates that I've already have inside my project. And I'm going to come down here to underrepresented need filters. And from here I can say ethnicity. And I can pick one, I can pick multiple. And as I do this, you can also see we have the other filters available as well. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add candidates to that project. And anybody that you see that's already unlocked in this view, it's because I've already found them in another project. And you can see we're also providing that information here. So that way you wouldn't add them to another project potentially, depending on when. So you'll see when they were added and by whom. So that way you can make a determination whether you want to go forward with them or not. So I'll hit save. Oops. And now I'm going to come back and I'm going to look at the analytics of my project again. And now you can see I have a much more balanced pipeline here. And I can keep working to make this to however I need it to be. From here, we're also big on trying to save people time. We know how competitive the job market is right now. So we have things where you can quickly add notes to candidates. You can add it to one or more. One thing I want to show is, so as you noticed when you first were sourcing, we were hiding the name of the candidate. We do realize that you have to do due diligence to make sure you haven't reached out to that candidate already. So once you add them to a project, so you do it in an unbiased manner, you're looking more for skills and experience, and then we expose their name. So from here, you can quickly look through your other sources. We also have the ability for you to bring in your data from your ATS and also exclude candidates so that you're not having to completely, manually go through and make sure you haven't reached out to them. So that's something that's going to save you a lot of time. Once I hit message candidate, I'm going to fully unlock the profile. So I get back all the email information that I can find. We also bring back the phone number if possible. If we're unable to verify a candidate, we will let you know that as well. And then we bring back their social links. And their social links there's numbers. It just depends on each candidate. So it's not just LinkedIn. And so that's that view.
Is it global or is it data in terms of candidates, or is it just US? Or
our date right now, we're in the US only. We have about 100 million profiles. And I want to show one thing. So with our data and in our algorithm, we are, with our underrepresented filters, we're running at about 93% accuracy with that filter. And I want to show you a quick view of that. This is not something that you would normally see, but just to show you, give you some comfort with what we're doing. We are looking at several data points. So you can see if I quickly, same search, BI developer, these don't have photos. Some do, some don't. I'm going through genders, ethnicities. Now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to pick Black African American, all, and I'm going to scroll through this candidate list for you so you can see our accuracy rates.
very cool. Kathy's asking, does this integrate with your ATS?
We do integrate with ATSs. Right now, we are integrated with Greenhouse, but if you become a customer, we can integrate your ATS as well. We do have the ability, until we have that integration done, we also have the ability to export. We have an easy export template. So if I take this candidate, I hit export, I could do this for one or multiple candidates. We have a great little template. So if you need it in a certain order, you would just switch the order of however you need it. Let's say they don't take skill or awards, you can just deselect that, and then you can generate a CSV or an Excel file. So we have that available as well. Another great thing about ProvenBase is that we're constantly adding new features and functions. So we do releases at least every 2 weeks. And some of the things that we're getting ready to release are additional diversity filters, helping you diversify that candidate pipeline, having that full perspective across the entire hiring process and seeing where it's breaking down in the process. And also advanced diversity analytics, so you can see more on the reporting side of what's going on. So for every project I showed you, you have your diversity analytics available, but we're going to give you even more. We'll give you, the candidates that you've reached out to and the demographics of those candidates and who's reaching out to whom. And there's a bunch of other things there.
Yep. I think you said the size of the database was about 100 million. Was that correct?
Yes, that is correct. And we will be going global in early next year. The plan is to go global.
Okay. And I was going to ask you, so you've been around for I think you said 6 months. What's been the response from clients so far? What are they telling you about the platform that they like?
We get a great response. People really like the ability to see the initial demographics of what they're looking for. Because, we hear a lot of how do we go about helping people, if they're giving some kind of requirement and they can at least see the diversity of the candidate pool they're looking for. And then with our help them diversify their candidate features, we actually are breaking down the requirements and looking to see where we can help them improve the diversity of the candidate pool that they're looking at. And so those are some of the features that our customers are enjoying the most. And then also just the ability to see it when you actually get inside your requisition. So you can share that information across your organization of this is what the candidate pool looked like. And as we build out that ability to see that view across the entire funnel will be very powerful. So they'll see exactly where they started with sourcing and then seeing where it breaks down in the process.
Okay.
And also just the ease of use. It's very self-explanatory.
Yep. Seems simple enough. Angela's asking for the data enrichment feature, the contact info. Is that an extra cost or is it part of the overall pricing?
It's part of it, and you can integrate your email if you'd like, and you can send the candidate an email. We have a template available that's been checked for bias, and we are also going to allow you to create your own templates, which we will be integrating the tool to help you check those templates for bias as well. So you can either do this from your own, contact candidates from your CRM or however you go about that within your company, or you can use our platform.
Very cool. Let's see here. Jake's asking, what is something one of your clients asked you to change, and how did you go and adapt to that?
So when we first launched, we were doing everything unbiased because that was the premise in a way. You were able to elevate all the underrepresented filters, right? Underrepresented candidates, but we also realized quickly that was like, no, I need to make sure I haven't already reached out to these candidates. And we had some tools in place to do that, but to make it easier, now we go ahead, once you've actually put them into the project, because we wanted to stick true to that value of really finding candidates based on their skills and experience. When you get into this project view, we actually expose their name. So that was one of the big changes that we made, that we listened to our customer base and made it.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add about the product, Sarah?
The only thing to say is we also give you the ability, so when we provide relevancy scores, we also give you the ability to have some input into that process. So we have a capability that we call candidate cascade, and you can come in and you can tell us what's most important to you, and we will take that in consideration in doing in ranking the candidates for you. And then we have the match, not a match as well. So if I went back, I can do this either to help train the algorithm and get it more specific to your liking. You can come through and tell me why this candidate is not a match. And if it's not, we will take similar profiles, remove them from here, and keep training the algorithm to improve. And you could also do this from inside your project too. If you were just to move a bunch without really looking through, you could tag candidates as not a match and give a reason why, and we will help remove those candidates.
Awesome. Well, great job, Sarah. Appreciate the demo today. And that's ProvenBase, everybody. So let's give Sarah a round of applause for that one. Sarah, have a great day, and thanks for joining us today here on the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll move on.